Sudden Death was directed by Peter Hymas and it stars Jean-Claude Van Damme and the late great Powers Booth. In this 1990s classic action film, we see the muscles from Brussels step into Die Hard territory, playing a fire marshal who must rescue his daughter and the vice president from a hockey stadium that has been taken over by terrorists. These terrorists threaten to blow up the stadium unless $1 billion has been transferred into their account. And it is up to Jean-Claude Van Damme to save the day. As always guys, thank you for supporting this channel. Please keep on supporting it. Hit that subscribe button so you can follow this channel. Hit that alarm bell as well so you can get notifications from me when my video is going to be uploaded, and help give this video a like as well. Sudden Death was the last great action film from the 1990s that Jean-Claude Van Damme actually did. After that, the rest of the films that he did were a bit forgettable. This also marked the second collaboration between he and Peter Hymas. They both worked together on the 1994 film Time Cop. Whilst there's nothing original about the plot, one man against a group of terrorists, we've seen this done before. We've seen it done with Under Siege, we've seen it done with Die Hard, Passenger 57, Cliffhanger, Speed. This was Jean-Claude Van Damme's first venture into that genre. In fact, the three hottest action stars of the 90s, Stallone, Willis, Arnie, they were all offered it, but they turned it down because they had prior commitments. Sudden Death is Die Hard in a hockey stadium. Even if you look at the movie poster of Sudden Death and compare it to Die Hard, you'll see the similarities. Whilst not original, it is certainly entertaining, thanks to great direction, great set pieces, and some great performances. Van Damme is a very, very limited actor in his ability, but he has got charisma, and he does demonstrate great athleticism. And he's got great screen presence, far greater than Seagal. And in this film, he's just as good and just as charismatic as always, as Aaron McCord, the firefighter. And what was so interesting was, despite being a firefighter, he still demonstrated those high kicks that we know him for. The late great Powers Booth, oh man. He was a wonderful actor. I loved him in Rapid Fire, I loved what he did in Sin City, and I loved what he brought to this role here. As Joshua Foss, the leader of the terrorists. And what was so interesting is the fact that his name isn't even mentioned once throughout the entire film. But he was on full Hans Gruber mode. Dapper, very elegant, and was also on the one-liners as well. And he just chewed up every scene that he was in. This film is riddled with 1990s cliches. So many of the lines in the film were just so 1990s that would have worked then, but now you watch it now 25 years later, you just roll your eyes and think, oh my word, how the hell did they get away with that? So when the terrorists have actually taken over the booth that the vice president is in, one of the hockey commentators said, listen, this is such an intense game, you can't even get in here without packing heat. And then we see the terrorists with the guns. Another funny scene is where Jean-Claude Van Damme has the telephone and he's trying to ring out to get some assistance. When the phone isn't working, he throws it at the mirror in the bathroom. And one of the customers says, it's okay, we've still got time, the Penguins might win. There is a scene in Sudden Death that they managed to pull off, and it works because of Van Damme's delivery and his charm. Had it been any other actor, it would not have worked. Van Damme's character made some educated guesses as to where the terrorists would have planted the bombs to cause the most structural damage. He goes to start defusing them. And as he's about to defuse a bomb, a terrorist sneaks up behind him. He holds the plastic explosive in his hand and he says, "This is the most powerful explosive in the world," before killing the terrorist. Another terrorist shows up. And then Van Damme delivers the same line. "This is the most powerful explosive in the world." And then is rescued by one of the Secret Service agents. But this film has so many nostalgic moments, so many hallmarks of classic 90s action. But it's so likable and so entertaining, you forget about it. And you just go along with the flow. What was so exhilarating about Sudden Death was the race against time is based against the hockey game that they watch. So at the end of each segment of the game, a certain amount of the money must be transferred into their account. If they don't, somebody will die. So I like the fact that the hockey game was in tandem with the narrative and that one didn't outweigh the other. Sudden Death has some great set pieces. The finale sequence on top of the hockey stadium, where Jean-Claude Van Damme gets into a fight with a terrorist, and there are just some jaw-dropping stunts, some jaw-dropping visual effects, especially the sequence with the helicopter. We even see Van Damme do a signature jump, which is so much of a nod to Die Hard, and easily one of the best set pieces in the film. Brilliantly handled, by Peter Hymas. But I loved it. 25 years on, still an entertaining watch, still one of Van Damme's best, and whilst it didn't do well on its initial release, it has gained cult status and has been elevated as one of Van Damme's best. This is a really, really good film, so I'll give this film a very, very strong 7 out of 10. So guys, that's my review. As always, hit that subscribe button so you can follow this channel. Hit that alarm bell as well so you can get notifications from me when my video is going to be uploaded. Give this video a like as well to help the channel grow. Leave your comment with what is your favourite Van Damme film. And I shall see you all on the next film review. Take care.